Right now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We've got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.
All right, thanks a lot, Ken, and thank you for tuning into the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. Rich Walsch, Gene Collier will join me in just about a minute, and we'll be talking about the Buccos tonight. Josh Bell, he was named NL Player of the Month. He batted .390 in the month of May, and he led the league in RBIs, hits, home runs, 94 total bases, which is most all-time in franchise history for the Pirates, and most since Willie Mays did it back in 1958, 61 years ago. He had 102. So we'll talk about Josh Bell and the Buccos. With state of the Buccos right now, they begin a 3-game series against the Atlanta Braves starting tomorrow. Tonight, the front office is busy drafting, and they picked a pitcher in the first round, 18th overall. His name's Quinn Priester. He's 6'3", about 190 pounds. He can hit 97 with his four-seam. He's in the mid-90s with his two-seam, and they're claiming that his best pitch is his curveball. He's out of Cary Grove High School in Illinois, was named Gatorade Player of the Gatorade Player of the Year for the state of Illinois. He's also a two-sport star. He was an elite high school football receiver. So that who is going to be your next Pittsburgh Pirates starting pitcher. Maybe one day, Gene, we'll get to see him pitch at PNC Park for the Pirates. But, you know, first-round picks, they're hit or miss with the Pirates these days.
Well, they're hit or miss with just about everybody, Richie. The Pirates are in a good position in this draft. They had 5 of the first 95 picks. It was not a particularly strong draft for pitchers, but you know, as we've said a million times on this show, and as the Pirates have proven most acutely this year, you can never have enough pitching. So you can never really make a mistake going with pitching. He
was the 4th pitcher taken. The Cardinals took a lefty right after him. I think his name was Zach Thompson, but he was the 4th pitcher taken. We're probably not going to see this guy for, what, 4 or 5 years if we see him at all.
That's right. I mean, that's always the nature of the draft. I mean, the baseball draft is even more of a crapshoot than the football draft and the basketball draft, for that matter. Baseball's a really, really difficult game. So many things can go wrong, particularly with pitchers. Pitchers are like fighter pilots. Any outing could be their last. But good luck to Quinn Priester. We look forward to seeing him. I hope he's here in a couple of years.
You know, I was looking up the list of the Pirates' first-round draft picks, and boy, you know, early 2000s, they had really blew some opportunities, like Brian Bullington, taking that guy first overall, Daniel Mosca, passing up Matt Wieters to draft him, also passing up a couple other guys. I mean, I know some of these picks weren't under Neil Huntington, and you know, Jamison Tyone was a good first-round pick, but you know, injuries have hampered him lately. Sure. But you know, I look back and think about where this Pirates team could have been if they had if they drafted the right way. You know, if they drafted the right players. I'm sorry.
Well, if they hit on more than they did, that's true. But almost every franchise can say that. Was drafted between Manny Machado and Bryce Harper, 2 guys that in the offseason signed contracts worth $600 and some million. Not that Tyone does not have that kind of pedigree. He just hasn't had that kind of luck so far with injuries and illnesses and some other things, and he's on the injured list right now. But yeah, I mean, the Pirates hit on some, they missed on more probably, but that's pretty much the story of every franchise.
Well, we're going to take a break. Back with your phone calls and your tweets coming up next, so stay right there. Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.